I've got some special stories for you, Lewis.
I'm excited. What have we got?
It's about your favourite subject in the world. Not anime, no.
Well, really, what is it then?
Nudity.
So what's the first bit of nude news?
Nude news.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it?
It does. You're doing it wrong. Naturist couple will pay £2,000 to anyone who can help them move houses. But the person must be naked.
Right, so a nudist couple are moving?
Yeah, and they placed an advert.
For a nudist delivery, nudist driver.
So they're planning to move mid-September, which means by the time this video's come out, they'd have moved 3.5 months ago.
Okay, so moving house is one of these things where, imagine I'm moving house and I'm picking up a big box of stuff.
Oh, yeah. And now I'm imagining you doing it nude.
I'm just thinking there's a lot
Keep your back straight. For God's sake, keep your back straight. I'm not worried about you hurting yourself.
If someone was moving stuff out of my house, I'd want them to wear as many clothes as possible and gloves. I don't want them touching any of my stuff with any of their skin.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're worried that, like a priceless antique that your auntie gave you could be, accidentally touch a man's balls.
Yes,
something.
that's what I'm thinking, yeah. I don't want anything being touched by rubbing against a man's balls or cock or ladies' boobs or muff.
Cock. Yeah, exactly.
You were worried about the bending over situation of the revealing people's buttholes, but I feel like that's just part of being a nudist anyway. You're going to see a lot of buttholes all over the place.
And they must be fine with it. It's like,
I think they're fine.
It's like vets.
It's like having a cat.
I did work experience as a vet, and one of the first things that the nurse there told me...
We get a lot of naked men's buttholes in here. You're going to have to get used to it. Here's a picture book.
All the vets that work here are nudists. You have to get used to it.
They love to bend over and pick up animals off the floor.
You got to get used to the bum holes. You got to get accustomed to viewing a lot of animals.
Animals are always naked, and they have bum holes.
What? Animals are nudists.
Not by choice, by their naturists, I suppose.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's better then. That's fine. They're not perverts. They're not perverts.
No, they're not. They're not perverts.
So they place an ad in a magazine that deals with delivery, removals, and all that kind of thing. They didn't actually the ad wasn't actually published because they thought it was a bit too unusual.
Right. Well, I reckon they would have had no problem. I reckon it would have worked fine. People are more open than ever nowadays. People aren't judgmental, If you were a couple of... Imagine you were moving, you and your lovely partner in...
My cats.
Yeah, you and your two partners. And you were wearing your fursuit, your cat
Yeah, and my two naturist cats.
Yeah, so you had your family. It's not an unorthodox family.
I'm dressed as a dog. Cats hate it. They'd rather I was a cat.
And you put an advert in requesting someone in a... fursuit.
Yeah.
An animal, a fur person?
Furkin?
A furkin.
Yeah.
People would come along in their mersuit or fursuit and come and give you a hand, wouldn't they? They're very helpful people. People are helpful. People are good and people are accepting. I don't think it's weird. I think the internet can cater for this now. It used to be everything was like, everything had to be exactly the same, But now you can just do whatever. There's more the internet. You can go and you can have burritos or sushi for lunch. You don't have to
naked
have a pie as it was back in the day.
No.
Yeah, you can. I'm not sure you're allowed to be naked.
No.
But you can order the food in
and eat it naked at home.
Yeah, you could even pick it up naked, and the delivery driver probably wouldn't mind.
Wouldn't bat an eyelid.
Wouldn't bat an eyelid.
Remember the times I've opened the door in my pants to accept a delivery?
Yeah, they've seen it all.
And I'm like, cheers, thanks, no, thank you.
On the first day of the job, they were probably told,
thank
you're
you.
going to see a lot of men's assholes in this business.
Picture the scene, Lewis.
Picture the scene.
Picture the scene.
I'm picturing.
We've gone on holiday, you and I.
Ooh, who's paid?
the office. Business expense. Okay?
Oh, one of those holidays.
Yeah. We've flown to Alaska
Unusual choice of destination. Not where we
or
normally go.
Finland.
Finland.
Somewhere where there are...
You taking me to see Santa?
Yes. So we're flying to Finland. There's a little bit of turbulence on the plane.
Oh no.
It's like it's a small chartered plane that we've got. It's just the two of us.
Nude Airlines.
No, we're not nude.
Nude Air.
I'm fully clothed. I don't know about you. I'm fully clothed.
Thank you for booking this chartered flight on Nude Air. Flying to new destinations. Nude. New destinations. Such as Finland, Alaska. Other places which are hot. You wouldn't be a nudist and go to those places, would you?
Newfoundland. Doesn't quite.
Ooh.
New York?
That works okay, New York. But you wouldn't go to Finland nude, would you? What are you trying to do? You're trying to come up with nude puns for
No.
country.
I'm trying to get on with the fucking story.
Papua New Guinea?
Papua New Guinea. Sure, why not? So you and I were on a plane. There's a little bit of turbulence, but the pilot says, not to worry about it. And we're like, oh, okay.
Hold on to your balls.
We're sipping our orange juice and champagnes. What's it called? Bucks Fizz. We're drinking our Bucks Fizz. We're having a merry old time. Suddenly, both the engines fall off.
They fall off.
They fall off.
That's pretty serious.
They weren't strapped in properly. They fell off. We plummet out of the air. We crash land in Finland.
We plummet out of the air
Yeah.
and crash down in Finland. Disaster.
Everyone's dead. The pilot's dead. The
We're
stewardesses are dead. We're fine. You and I are the only survivors.
Thank God.
We scramble out of the wreckage.
Because we're naked, we can just slip out.
Yeah.
Very-
We're not naked. Shut up. I'm wearing my fursuit. I'll be nice and warm.
Okay,
So,
we're wearing our fursuits.
Yeah.
You're a dog. I'm a Gary.
you're a naked man. You're a naked Lewis.
I'm naked. I'm wearing a naked man
Your
fursuit.
persona is yourself nude. So, we leave the wreckage of the plane. We think,
This
finally,
scene is so vivid. in my
finally
head.
we're safe. Or are we? In the distance, we see a polar bear.
Oh shit.
It goes.
How's it go?
We're terrified.
We're terrified.
Yeah.
It's just seen a fucking fursuit wearing dog, where you are, wherever you
I
are,
think it was. Yeah.
and a man dressed as a naked man
Yeah.
coming out of the burning wreckage of a plane. This winged creature of the sky belching out flames and smoke.
It doesn't care, Lewis, because it's hungry.
Right.
And it hungers for man.
Well, okay,
We'll
so
be
me
fine.
then.
So in this situation, it would be incredibly useful to know how to deal with a polar bear.
Yeah, because you're constantly told bullshit information, aren't you? Like punch it in the nose or throw some Skittles out. There's always this dumb information that you're told.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, on a completely unrelated note, how to deal with a polar bear.
Is this the article?
First of all, mace, bear spray. They hate it. You spray them in the eyes. It's like pepper spray. They go like that, and then they run off. So, are we carrying any bear mace?
I might
Did
have
we-
like a little bottle of Tabasco sauce in my suitcase or something as like a
Okay.
gift.
If you drink it and then breathe.
Like fire breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 'cause they spit out the petrol, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might
Okay.
work.
I mean,
Okay.
that's unlikely. You have got to be very close and you have to be upwind, otherwise it goes back into your face and then...
And then you pepper sprayed yourself.
Ah! Yeah.
And then he's just,
So that's too dangerous.
it's like you're seasoning yourself for
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Okay, so that's out. Next up, gun. Do we have a gun?
Why is this in the article? Where is this from?
So I think it doesn't say here, but from previous experience, I know this, okay? So rifles are the classic hunting thing to kill a creature because of the velocity they fire at. it'll instantly kill something if you shoot in the right place. Otherwise, it'll disable it, it'll go into shock and slowly bleed out.
Are you telling me that the way to fend off an aggressive animal attack is to have a gun and shoot it in the head?
Well,
is this what
I'm saying
is this the news that we are being informed of today?
What I'm saying is a hunting rifle's one thing, but...
I had no idea.
But if you have like an incredibly noisy weapon, like a shotgun, that can also do the trick. Because it makes a big fucking bang, and it might hit, some of the pellets might hit the animal, and that'll be enough to scare it.
Yeah, it's like
so
bee
it won't
stings.
kill it, but it'll just make it disappear.
Don't bears
deal
with bee stings though normally?
Because they like honey.
Yeah.
At least Winnie the Pooh does.
Yeah. Do polar bears eat honey?
I don't think bees live up in Finland.
I reckon bees live in Finland. They still farm stuff up there.
You're getting away from the point here.
So they just fly
Lewis.
slower.
No, because you can...
I'm a shivering bee.
Haven't you heard the thing about a bee? If you put a bee in the freezer and you tie a bit of string to it.
Yeah.
It's just the Cole Pilkington thing.
I can't
with a
remember
fly
this.
or something.
Yeah, you tie a string around it and you have a bee on a stick.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But did we remember to pack our guns?
It's ludicrous. Why is that even a suggestion? Let's go to the more reasonable suggestion.
Okay, so we haven't got mace. We haven't got a gun.
Weapons.
3, get naked.
That's option 3.
Yeah. There's no way you can outrun a bear, but they're easily distractible. Polar bears are very curious.
Oh, I see. So if you discarded the cat's suit, it would think it was a real cat and go for that.
Clothes, if you remove your clothes, it wants to investigate the clothes that you've taken off, and it's distracted from you running off naked.
I'd say you had a 50-50.
Of whether it goes for you or the clothes.
Yeah.
Also, it depends on how quickly you can undress as well.
Right.
If you're struggling with your shoes, because you've got to take your
I think
shoes
you
off
can
before you
keep
can
the
take your
shoes
trousers.
off.
You've got to take your trousers off. How are you going to take your trousers off with your shoes on? How's that going to work, Lewis?
I'll show you. no, it's very...
Members only video. Coming soon.
You know how to get in and out of your fursuit. If you need to take your shoes off, then by all means.
No, they're not shoes, they're paws.
Right, that's true. So...
Paw boots?
Would that be nourishing, though?
The bear is, it's not thinking about food at that point.
Just
You've taken
hungry
off your
for the
clothes.
kill.
It's like, what's this? And then it sniffs your clothes, it like scratches at your clothes.
It's not hungry.
It is hungry, but it's just...
Well, that's just a secondary. It's also interested.
Yeah, because
Right.
it doesn't know whether the clothes are food or not, because it smells of person.
It's like when
sniffing
it's
it.
like when you could eat, but the movie's quite interesting, and you want to carry on watching it.
No, it's like when I've got a chicken breast that I'm having for my dinner, and the cats are around my ankles, daring to trip me over to drop the chicken breast.
Right.
And to distract them, I skin the chicken breast and I give them the skin. That's like taking the clothes off. And then they're fascinated with the chicken skin, scoffing it down. Meanwhile, I'm there cutting up my chicken breast and I'm like, suckers, I got the real goods here.
I see. So you've given that bear the chicken skin,
Yeah,
which for all he knows is your real skin.
he's probably eating our clothes right now as we speak. In this hypothetical scenario that will take place in the future.
And we're what? Running naked?
Through Finland. We're going to die. We're going to die of hypothermia, exposure.
Yeah.
At least we won't suffer from paradoxical undressing from hypothermia, because we'll already be nude.
Maybe paradoxical undressing isn't even a thing.
What?
Maybe people would just saw a bear and were like, I'll distract him. by
Oh
taking my clothes
my god!
off." I know. This is how science gets done.
I think you've solved the mystery
here.
of the, what's it called?
It was a paradox, wasn't it? Why would people take their clothes off when they were freezing to death?
Because their hypothalamus goes apeshit and they can't tell the difference
No.
between whether being hot or cold.
There was a bear there.
Because actually we
and
can't
they'd read
even
this
tell
article.
what
They were like,
hot or cold is.
let me check the article. Do I have a gun?
We're not
No.
capable of sensing
Do
temperature.
I have mace?
We sense
No.
difference in temperature.
The only other option then is to take all my clothes off. Honestly, I